Well, you pay more because you don't want to rock up in a Yaris.
I'd rather rock up in a Yaris.
See, my problem is I'm starting to see a few more of these Tesla Model 3s kicking around the roads. I'm like, okay, that's good. People are starting to embrace electric cars, especially with like Hyundai with the new Iconic 5. It's like a SUV size, full electric. And the part that gets me is every time I see these, especially the Toyota hybrids, so the Prius and the Camrys, when they get around on their batteries, that is so unnerving.
It is, yeah.
It's like years back I was sitting in a car park, minding my own business before I had to be somewhere, and you get that, I'm like, what the heck is that noise?
Mm-hmm.
What a train was going, a steam train was just about passing your bedroom or your house.
Oh. Well, you can't hear it from the inside of the house, but if I was to walk outside the microphone, then about every 15 minutes during peak hour, you would hear the bow wow.
Oh, look at my side mirror. That graphics is just wrong. What's going on? I'm sure it wasn't like this. Why'd you stop? Is it on disabled, is it? It's acting like it's disabled.
You can always put... I mean, you could always put, like, that... Doesn't that sound come on? Like, you can put it on the radio, on the stereo or something in the cars to make it sound like it's actually moving.
Like artificial engine noises.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all well and good on the inside of the car, but on the outside of the car, you've got, you know, essentially 2-ton golf carts coming at you, and you don't notice them coming.
Yeah.
But that's part of the other one. Well, the other side of it is the fact that, you know, I'm obviously used to the older cars, so I'm like, wouldn't mind either A, driving one, or B, being a passenger in one like a Tesla just for a day, just to see what it's like. Because I found it bad enough. I was riding with a friend whose car had CVT, and I'm like, I understand exactly how this transmission works, and I don't like it.
I don't know if I could deal with driving an electric car, being so quiet. So I can imagine I'd start it up, get out, open up the bonnet, try and figure out why the engine isn't working.
Yeah, the fun part is the engine isn't in the bonnet. It's on most...
It's normally under it. Yeah, I know, I'm not silly. I know it's normally under a bonnet and engine. But it's just a kind of phrase.
Why was that?
Yeah, it also depends, because, man, it's, what is it, the Prius is attached to the side of the transmission, whereas the Model 3, it depends if you've got the, what is it, rear wheel or all-wheel drive models?
Not to be picky, but I think you find the Prius is the whole car and the electric motor is attached to the transmission.
No, unless you want a Tesla and they're all stuck to each wheel.
Yeah, it depends, because they're more basic versions of the Model 3 was... I'm pretty sure it was rear axle only, so it's 2 motors on the rear axle, whereas the P80 Plaid or whatever it is, or the fancy ones, they're all... They've got a third motor running a diff at the front.
It was fun to ride in for sure. A great 10-minute drive before you had to plug it in again. 10-minute drive, 4-hour push to find an electric plug that will actually work.
Yeah.
I'd love to, what I would love to do though is take the McLaren or the Porsche or the Ferrari hybrids for a drive. They look fun. And it's a shame they never got to race those on Top Gear. See which one was the fastest.
Yeah.
Didn't they do that? Or was it might have been on Grand Tour? Because I could have sworn at one point they actually did have all 3 of them up against each other, because it was like 3 companies mutually agreed not to let press do it.
No, I don't remember it at all. They might have done, but I don't remember. Something I'm sure I would have remembered, because Top Gear, they had it where they wouldn't do it, and then 2 of them agreed, and another one agreed with conditions, one didn't agree, didn't want to do it, and then did it with conditions, and then they tried to two of them agreed and the other one didn't agree to do it, and then they tried to borrow the car from someone who owned it, and then they got threatened by the manufacturer that they wouldn't be able to ever buy a car from them again, and then Clarkson got fired from Top Gear because it was that last season. So that's what I remember, but whether or not they did it on the Grand Tour, I don't know. I don't remember it. Doesn't mean that it didn't happen.
I was going to say, I could have sworn it was the trio because it was Clarkson in the McLaren, it was Hammond in the Porsche, and it was May in the Ferrari.
Yeah, he was in Grand Tour, not in Top Gear.
Actually, I think I've sort of remember them. They were on a racetrack roaming around because they each had a turn in each other's car. I think you're absolutely right, but I don't remember.
Yeah, because it started off with a road trip across Italy or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, well, they had a lot of, last time I looked at, well, you probably saw my post on Discord, Mike, about them having 1,200 mods and testing, and last time I looked, which earlier on this week, was down to 1,100. But that's interesting, because technically they didn't really pass the test, did they? But I know what you mean. They're supposed to be tested to make sure that they work with the game, and if the game's broken, then they obviously don't work with the game. So it's just when they bring that patch out. That's my concern. They're taking... I mean, they've always been like that, but I think there's enough things in this game which warrants them for a quick fix. And things that are not things that, you know, not really hindering you that much that need to be fixed, and bring out a patch for that as well as updates to improve things. But things... like the grass, for instance, not growing after harvesting it if it's on contract, that's something that I think should have been fixed ASAP. I suppose you can take the good news out of that, that they know there's something wrong, and maybe it was some mods that helped them figure out what was wrong with it. And they found something. That's what I'm trying to say. So, and trying to fix it. Actually, I might have figured out the cause. It's only a theory because it's happened once, but the cause to as why sometimes I exit out of the game to go to the main menu and it goes straight to the desktop. Though it might be proven wrong when I say.
Go on, I'm listening.
He muted himself again.
Right, no, yeah, sorry, I thought I unmuted. I know I'm muted, but I thought I pressed the button to unmute. I was actually burping and I thought I'd finished burping, and yeah, anyway, as I was saying, once I reloaded Windows, ever since I reloaded Windows and reinstalled this game, all my save games go back to the menu. Then, all of a sudden they stopped, and the only difference between then and now, with them going, well, some of them going back to the desktop, is because I've enabled DLSS.
I haven't, and I know that because it does the same thing anyway.
So, as I said, I have a theory as to why it does that, and that's most likely wrong, which has been proven by DJ. So, science at work. I just thought it was weird. It was very coincidental. It was the exact time I enabled DLSS. In fact, I enabled the DLSS and went back to the menu from the graphics setting, and it went straight to the desktop.
Yeah.
Not that it's improved my graphics or anything, as the circle is still, draw distance is still pathetic. I even increased the resolution, yeah, the resolution, that'd be a better word to use, because it's the most adapt one, and it's the one that's supposed to, I'm trying to say. I upscaled it to 120%, which should be not a problem. was a problem with my old card at 1080, but this card shouldn't be a problem whatsoever. And why isn't sound... Oh, it is. Okay. Thanks, sweetheart. I was wondering why it didn't work, because I saw you come up into chat and I didn't even hear it or see it. Took about delay. Yeah, so... In a desperate attempt, I hope that it fixed the thing, but in cab, it's a lot better. The distance is a lot better, but as soon as I go out of cab, well, except for the mirror thing, because everything behind me looks like 2D. Actually, I'll take that back. All of a sudden it seemed to have fixed itself. It's not so blurry. There's a bit more detail. In fact, there's the circles increase. Look at it, it's way up there in the distance. It's almost at the edge of the other field. And that's not how it was when I started the game today. It was just in front of the tractor at that view.
Yeah, because you zoomed out.
Oh, just realised I've been doing this and my other tractor has been sitting idle, not doing its job. Oh well, I've only got one row to do, so I might as well do it. And then go sort that out. Yeah, totally forgot. Missing out on money. Well, not missing out on money, I'm just missing out on the quickness of getting that money.
So you're missing out on money.
Well, yeah, I am.
That much.
Because I haven't been able to get a contract. You guys have probably been getting up all the good contracts when I could have grabbed them. The other one finished. It would have been finished by now easily.
Yeah, I finished 10 contracts already.
Were they the cheap ones or were they expensive?
He's finished 10 contracts since the start.
All of them bought $1 million.
Okay. Nice to know.
Yeah. Well, you're actually not asking after you paid tax, how much was it?
Yeah.
Like Chuck Norris, I don't pay taxes.
You should deduct that, JJ.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll just start calling him Jimmy Carr. He'll get caught. Oh. It didn't matter anyway. Why? Because I sent the fertiliser up to do some fertilising on a job that needs sowing.
Smart.
Oh, JJ moment.
Right, I'll grab that one. It's just... Oh, it didn't go anywhere. It's back at the shop anyway.
Still a JJ moment.
Well, that's not me. That's auto drive.
JJ! Well, it's... Yeah, but you haven't made it do anything, though. I don't think it went anywhere to even go anywhere to go to the field.
Yeah, which is fantastic because I don't have to drive it all the way back from the field to come and pick the cedar up. It's already here. The only problem with that is because for some reason auto drive stopped, didn't go anywhere. It's been cost me money for that while it's still on auto drive. So, I suppose that balances itself out, but yeah. Bonus, I don't have to drive all the way back from the field, which I think is quite a distance away, to come back and actually grab the cedar, which is what I was supposed to be doing, not fertilising. But I've lost money with it sitting there. I wonder why it stopped. There was nothing in its way. I don't know. Anyway, despite that, what field's that field there? Okay, well of course, yeah, because it's still on the auto drive, isn't it? Now, what am I actually supposed to be seeding in that field? I'm supposed to be seeding corn. Alright, and make sure I bring that up before I have another JJ moment. That will be pointed out by DJ, as he seems to love to do. And, yeah, and I've given him the opportunity, that's the worst bit. I'll put some seed in it as well while I'm here, shall I? Why not? Wow. Should we try this again? Let's see if we can't get this to work. But so far, all I can say is, DJ, prepare yourself for your new catchphrase.
I'm watching.
Right. Go. Looking good so far. Yep, the tractor's still moving.
Shouldn't it be good looking so far?
Now watch me as I turn my back on it. It'll stop.
I mean, a couch is a couch, but you know.
And a potato is a potato. Put them together.
Potato is potato.
You've got a bag of chips. Makes no sense. Field 33. Where is field 33?
Top.
Hang on. Oh, right there. Yeah, just by the shop.
Field 34 next to field 32.
It's by the shop. I'll go this way because I'm probably getting something stuck somewhere along the line going the other way. So, just a reminder for those that know that this Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, or if you're in America, that's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I was supposed to go somewhere and I wasn't going to be able to stream, but that is no longer the case and I will be streaming. So, if I was had any brains, I should have pretended that and had those days off.
Too much dedication to your art.
You would have disappointed your millions and millions of fans, dude.
Sure. And Speedus just put some links into a couple of YouTubers. And one wannabe. And we've got,
this guy wannabe is pretty harsh, dude.
Yeah.
Well, he is. He wanted to be getting a play button from YouTube, but they've been a pain in the backside, even though he's got 100,000 subscribers. Yeah, so we've got Mr. Fifcar, who does farming sim videos, time lapses, and let's plays, and he's a hoot. It's good to watch. Fantastic guy. And I highly suggest him, not just because we're friends, I would have highly suggested him anyway before we became friends. And he's probably sitting there going, what do you mean friends? When did this happen? No one told me this. And Mr. Duxorley as well, who also does farming sim, a couple of other games, one being Timberborn. Yeah, it is Timberborn. And yeah, and also Farming Simulator 22 videos, and every now and then he will stream on Twitch. Most times he will say that he's about to stream on Twitch, but eventually it generally does happen. So you'll be able to go along and see them there too. They're both worth it. They're a lot of fun to watch. The other one happened to be my channel, which is these streams cut up into 35-minute episodes and put up on YouTube for those who just want to catch up on my streams or watch a stream they missed, or they've got nothing better to do and there's absolutely nothing on YouTube. That's another option for you, and you can watch them in 35-minute episodes instead of one big long VOD. Thank you for the bits, Mike.
It's just that he's doing it one at a time.
Yeah, the bit spam is back.
Yeah. The sonar has arrived. Oh, I lowered it, not turned it off. I wonder why I was saying I didn't have access to this. So we'll get through those. I'll try and do it at the beginning and the end of the stream now. There we go. Just be careful, mate, because I've actually had a few people mention that it's not their favourite thing.
Maybe in an hour you probably would do it, but
Personally, I don't mind it. I mean, obviously, I'm not saying that because the bits and I get something for it, but it's something you want to do. But yeah, as long as it's not all the way through. Because some people can't handle it, and at the end of it, I don't want to lose viewers and stuff because of something that they decide they don't like. They've got a right to do, whether I agree with it or not. But admittedly, I suppose sometimes it depends on my mood as well, whether I can deal with it or not. But yeah, I always do appreciate it, Mike. Oh, I didn't even know you could do that. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, obviously there's other ways to support a streamer. Bits is one. It's just one way to bring in another way to do things, but this is, yeah.
I think the only thing that's currently annoying me is one of my base stations for my VR headset died in the rear. So it'll work in seated mode with single point tracking, but I can't do full 3D anymore with it, which is, yeah.
Right, has me other... Yeah, it has. I got to remember to set... We'll start up the solar this time before I finish this field. And then I'll get to the end of the row and forget that I just said that. I might do that so you have to spam with 100-bit lots instead of 1-bit. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, there's a bit of lag. Alright, avoid the trees at all costs.
Don't do a Frithka.
Leave it to the specialists.
Yeah.
leave it to the professionals.
Yeah, Frithgar like a tree, it just comes naturally. Right.
Well, he is a ginger. He probably was a squirrel in one of his past lives.
I'm assuming it's this field because, well, A, it's a little deduction on my own part. That one's got stuff on it already, so I think it's a good indication it's not that field. And this one having lime on it, and there's no other field around, so I'm hoping I've made the right assumption. Okay, let's set this up with the, well, let's try the old AI vehicle. See if you can handle it this time. Straight like, no, go up and down like you would. Properly, with a bit of luck. Or what I will do actually is I will... Where is it? No, let's try high. Let's see if you go all over the place because you're on high. And go. It's having a think about it. It's had a good think about it, and it's decided it's thought about it. And now it's heading over to the other field. As usual, money well spent when it comes to the workers. Alright, we're off and running. Mind you, at this speed we're off and walking, really. Sounds like the aliens are trying to get in touch with Smudo again.
A train passing by.
Yeah, no. But that's what it sounds like two people having a conversation.
Yeah, no, that's the FBI and the KGB FSB agent discussing to whom to sell my data first.
Zuckerberg, of course.
I just thought it was ET.
I have a Facebook account. He already has all my stuff.
I thought it was ET and Predator having a wee chat about what they were going to have for dinner tonight. Obviously, ET wants something vegetable, but vegan, and Predator wants ET. Really, not even a, oh, that's bad. Nothing from that one. All that effort to come up with that, and I don't even get a boo.
Boo!
Oh, too late with your fake sympathy.
Get out of here, you crap!
Get out of here.
It starts throwing apples.
Well, you could use tomatoes. There's greenhouses in this game for it.
Nah, apples are better. They hit harder.
I want to use potatoes.
There again.
And fruits, obviously.
Great, Dave's in the act as well. Thanks, Dave. Again, same time. It'll come up on the stream. No, it's not even coming up this time. For some reason, roughly around about the same time, I get me GeForce notification for the overlay that you're supposed to get when you start the game up, not halfway in. Well, in this case, 2.5 hours. I don't know, Mike. It's not really a lockdown. It's the new version of a lockdown, which means people can go to places and spread it around if they so choose to. But it's the desperate attempt to try and not ruin the economy by obviously creating more jobs by getting people to catch COVID and die from it if they haven't got themselves a vaccination. But then again, on the other hand, I know someone that got the vaccination and the vaccination actually killed the poor beggar. He died from it. But I don't know. The government's just preparing, that's all. That's all I know, because we've got the Omicron with someone decided that they would catch it, which was a bad idea to start off with, but each their own. And then decided before they actually got tested and everything to leave the big city of Auckland and go down to a wedding in the South Island. So not only did they bring it to the North Island, it's also now in the South Island. So good job.
Yeah, people like that into the stockade and thrown, pelted with rotten food, like they did in the olden days.
Well, I don't know the story behind it. I mean, I know they'd found, well, people have been tested at the border because everyone comes in and obviously got to spend a month, I think, in isolation before they're allowed out. So they're straight from the airport to there. I know they found a couple of people with it, I think, from briefly looking at the news and that, but I don't know how exactly this person caught it, whether it was in the community, it was someone from someone else, wasn't expecting it, and all that kind of stuff. I mean, you can't really blame them for that because, you know, like me, I'll be walking around and everything else like that, not knowing that with no cases down here, but that doesn't mean it is down here at the time, and then I catch it and go to other places and stuff like that. Am I supposed to be blamed for that? Even though I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, wear a mask and allowed to do what the government says I'm allowed to do. Which, yeah, I don't know. I don't know the whole story behind it.
Yeah, of course, you're supposed to be blamed for that. You are not a politician after all. You know? You can't buy yourself out of the justice system, so you get blamed.
Oh, you can't do that here as a politician. Police have more power than the politicians down here, buddy. They have too much power. Way too much.
As long as you have enough money, though. You can just buy anything.
Not down here. Doesn't work
Even
like that down
from-
here. No, that doesn't work. There's like no, money's not like that down here at all. It will be one day, but not at the moment, and never has been. No, you can't buy your way out. In fact, yeah, that'll even make the cops even more angry if you do that. I guarantee you. Oh, okay. I just saw a contract for 10 grand and go, oh, I missed a contract for 10 grand. No, it's the sewing one I've already got.
It's bailing.
So, field 30. That's where I need to go. Okay, let's send you to field 30, which is probably at the other, somewhere nice and close. And go check out what's happening at the other end. I pretty much just started them, didn't I? How much money have I got? 41,000. And dropping. Yeah, we'll go with that, Mike. That sounds like a plan to me.
Yeah, obviously. It's always Fritter's fault. Didn't we establish that like years ago already?
Yeah. As admins, that's what we came up with. No matter what, it's Frith's fault.
And if it's not him, it's Ryder's fault.
We threw a hashtag blame Frith party and all. Just to make it official. I might as well drive to field 50, wherever that may be. Where is field 50? Oh, over there. So which way am I going? Oh, I'm here. All right, I'll let you... No, I won't. I'll take over from here. Thanks. Good driving. Well done. Get lost. I'm guessing this is field 50. I've got a feeling that... Oh, hang on. I was looking at all the weeds on there and was going, aha, that's field 50. And then I turned the corner and both fields have got weeds on it. Field 50 is... Oh no! No. So much for trying to be a smart ass, eh? I found field 50. No, field 50's on the other side of the road. You found field 41 and 42, JJ, which both laden thick with weeds on it, except for this bit here for some reason. It's a trench or something. Someone's preparing for war. So, yeah. Should we try that again? Look, I found field 50 with no weeds on it whatsoever by the looks of it. Oh, I'm going to need to do a headland here with these in the way. Alright, get my bat wings out. Reset the lines, bring the lines up. Oh no, that's not really what I want.
Tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
Oh no, you're gonna get demonetized again, JJ. He's gone quiet again all of a sudden.
Oh, it's what do you mean I don't have access to this land? What are you on about? Why isn't this land flashing?
You're on the right land?
Shh.
He's not on the right land, is he?
Shh.
Don't tell me to shh.
Quiet.
Don't you dare shush him.
I don't think anyone noticed until you said something.
Everyone noticed he's on the wrong piece of land.
No, I think I
Again.
managed to get it. I got away with that. I'm sure it was, but then you.